Hey everyone, Keenan Gray here from DyeStat.com, bringing you another edition of DyeStat discussions. Big weekend in collegiate cross country, the NCAA championships this Saturday in Madison, Wisconsin. And of course, the defending champions, Oklahoma State, are going to be there to see if they can repeat again this time. And one of the top athletes, Brian Musau, joins us here on the program. Brian, last year was such a historic year for you guys. I mean, really, it not only caught the nation by surprise, but like the way you guys did it was so dominating as well. So, what was kind of like the biggest takeaway you guys had from what you did in Virginia and how you kind of carried that throughout this season?
Okay, for us, the best thing is we know ourselves, and then I know like everybody in the team. I know what we are capable to doing, and then I know what we can do together. So we have been training together, so we know each other very well. So even when in the race, there's a pace that we can run, and then I know somebody in our team cannot stand that pace, or this pace is very good for everyone. So sometimes that's why we always see we always like go there, the two of us, so that we can control the pace, so that our brothers can survive for the race. So the thing is, we know each other because we have been training together.
So, just despite the youth that you guys had last year, when did you get a sense of like this team could accomplish something pretty good?
The thing is that we had like the teamwork that we had, and then we can see like even in the training, we can still hold the pace. If the coach telling us to go a certain pace, that everyone is staying with the pace, and then like we're finishing the workouts together, and then everybody's saying that I still have like a little energy. So that means that we are good. Then whatever you're doing, that it is equal to everyone. So that's the thing that you always consider on how our team is going to perform.
What was it like having a guy like Alex Mayer, who's been part of that program for so long, and grew up in the United States, knows like what it's like to race in the United States. Like, how did he help you, along with like Dennis and maybe some of the other young guys? Like, how did he help you guys transition into racing in the United States?
Yeah, for me first, Alex did help me. He really helped me a lot because when I was coming to US, I was just running 8K, 800 and 1500. So I didn't do like a lot. So he was helping me even the long runs, then the workouts. He's always there just to tell me let's do this, and then he will still take us in a very good pace that you can sustain the pace. That is the guy that can take everyone is a very good pace because he was the only one who was in the workouts, was the only one who was just going to take us through the workouts because he knows what to do to everyone. So that's the guy that helped us to be the like equal shape to everyone because he was helping us a lot. Like for me, I always say like for me, Alex May did help me a lot because he was taking me even the long runs. He can just tell me today, just do this and this and this. It will help you. And then I was just following it, and then I just feel for the results. Yeah.
That kind of do for you moving forward? I mean, I know from a freshman perspective, like you had such a good season. You won the Big 12 championships. You guys obviously won that conference, and you did well at regionals. Like, what did that do for you throughout the entire season to kind of have that senior leadership?
Yeah, I always sometimes when I came here, I used to watch a lot of like cross country that they were done when I was not here. So that always gave me motivation. And then I said, okay, let me just go because when I reach yes, when I had something like honor. When you reach, you have a honor. When you win like conference, that's a honor that you have it. And then I said, let me try this because I was told like Alex Mayer was the one who won like the previous year. He was coming to defend it, and then I was just telling myself, if you are training with the Alex Mayer, like the throughout the season, whatever he was doing, I can do it, and I can do it better. So the thing is to just believe in myself, and then just go and push it, and that's why when I went, and then I push a little bit. That's I went, and then on the race, I just say, okay, I can do it because I've already dropped like some people a few meters. Let me just do it because in the team we always say like if you got the energy and you're pushing, just go. Focus on finishing the line. Don't focus on the other people. Other people that will be focusing following you. So if if you are running and then you start focusing, oh, where are my balance? That's when you're going to lose the momentum. So when I reach there, I just remember, okay, we're supposed to push. Whatever I'm going to do, they will do, and then that's how we're going to win.
Back to the day in Virginia, like what was kind of, this the feelings like going into the race and, knowing the challenges of that course. But I mean, like for you guys, you probably arguably train and run on the hardest course in America. So really probably Virginia was probably not that daunting to you guys.
Yeah, okay. For Virginia, okay, the course it was not the problem. The problem was the pressure with the people. People are there everywhere. You're just getting the pressure from everywhere. You're supposed to win this race. Okay, and then in your mind, the people you're going to race with, they have already come to the national, so you just know everyone coming to the national, they are good, they are very good shape. So we are not just going to rely on we just saying that we are from the hardest course. You can be coming from the hardest course, but somebody is training for the easy course, but he can just defeat you just the mentality, just using the mind. So the thing is, we're just trying to balance the pressure and balancing our minds and balancing the energy to the race. So it was somehow like it's going to be fun. We are excited, and then you are still scared a little bit because you don't know what is going to happen.
Did you guys get a sense, kind of throughout the race, maybe it was the beginning or the middle of it, they were like, I think we got this in the bag just based on how we're running right now.
Yeah, it was like if you can watch the race very clearly, we were with the guys still like 7K, and then we tried to make a little bit move, of which we saw like it's only Graham who responded to the move. And then, okay, we found like in another car, we found our coach, and then the coach still just told us, don't kill it, it's too early. And then it just to reduce it, the pace. And then when I looked back, I saw the flag of my team is coming, and then I just told Dennis, okay, we get this. So just do whatever you want to do, just go for your individual title if you want to go for it, because I can see we're in it together. Because when I look back, I saw like four of our guys are just coming, and then the NIU guys, they're only just two of them, and then we knew that we got this. So the thing is just to maintain wherever we are, or try to push a little bit.
I mean, not only did you guys win, you won by a significant amount too. I mean, scoring 49 points in an
Yeah.
NCAA meet when you have that many runners is unprecedented. So, what do you, I guess, attest to the fact that, you guys had a 20-second spread? You had five guys in the top 15. Like, where did that, like, I guess, what do you guys, attest to that for what you've accomplished all that last season?
Okay, the thing that what happened, we just believe that if you have like teamwork in any race, like cross country is about teamwork. If you work as a teamwork, that's how you're going to win. But if you just going there and then you started like focusing on individual title, and then another person is just focusing on individual title, you want to make it as a team. But the thing is, we had a plan, like Dave had a plan that told us you're supposed to run like this pace. Just like me and Dennis, we had the team, but it splitted us in like two groups, and then he told us, "You two guys, you're strong. You can hold the front pack. And then you guys just come with the group because the last mile, people will start slowing down. But if you work together, the way we always work together in workout, you can pull together, you can push together, and then that's how we're going to win. And then that's how like the last kilometer when I just try to look back, I saw the whole group is coming, and then I tried, okay, let me push because if I slow, they will slow. That's how we push to the end. And then that's the thing that we come to realize. Cross country is all about the teamwork. So it depends on how you're going to put your plans in the race.
And I'm sure, going into that particular race on Saturday, you had a pretty good idea of like what happened the year before. I know you weren't part of that team
Yeah,
that was
yeah,
part of that
yeah,
tie at the course
yeah,
at
yeah.
Stillwater. Was that something that was, maybe discussed the day you got on campus? It's like, listen, Brian, like this is what happened to us last year. We don't want that to happen again.
Yeah, that's the thing that it was. They were talking about it there because they were saying like I was just hearing from the team because no, I was not in the school, so I was just hearing that the team they were saying that I know we won that race, they were believing they won the race. So we were not just going to win the race. For our mind, for their mind, they were just going like we are going to defend our titles that it was taken. You see, and then that's when we just come here and then we blend in. Okay, we are in together. We are just going to fight for that title. We're supposed to go to win this title just to prove them that it was our title. Yeah, that's how just we came, and then it was just like that's the thing that it was being they were just talking about it because you can just feel the temper of the team because they were saying that it was taken from us because and then that's how we get just going up, and then that's we're going to realize that okay, we're in the war together. We're supposed to fight for this, and that's why we just get them motivated and working hard to win it.
I mean, I was in Stillwater that day for that race, and I could sense just the emotion from everybody. Like even like probably some of the athletes that were there from the track and field team. Like there was so much positivity, and then it kind of just like dropped. It was like a roller coaster essentially. So I could totally understand what the emotions were like, even though you probably could understand it too, just even though you weren't there. So obviously, last year was such a big deal for you guys to accomplish that. And for someone like Alex Mayer, who was part of that team, Fuad, Victor, like how special was it for those guys, finally to raise that trophy up and realize that you guys accomplished what you set off to do?
Yeah, it was very good because you can see that like, the emotion. I could see the emotion from those guys because that's the thing that maybe they were dreaming like day in day out to win that title because after the tiebreaker, I think they didn't have like the peaceful nights till we come to that race. But when we won the race, you can just see the joy they have, and until you can feel the emotion. Until you can just put yourself in them because okay, even if I was not there, I can feel what we are feeling, the happiness. It was not just like a championship; it was something extra, something ordinary, extraordinary for them because it was something that they would be dreaming for it. Because like someone like Alex May, he was thinking on how he's going to finish the school without winning the championship. So it meant a lot to Alex because he was just saying I finished the school, I brought the title to the school, so it's meant a lot to him.
Well, and I had to think probably, just looking ahead, the feeling had to have been pretty good knowing that six of the seven guys were coming back from that
Yeah.
national championship team last year. Were you guys already, just looking ahead, even though you guys were just in the moment, you had won the title? It's like, shoot, we got six guys back for this team this year.
Yeah, and then he say like, okay, we like Alex Man is the one that you're losing. Alex Man, then you're getting like Ryan Shopi. Okay, Ryan Shopi is not a beginner, so that give us encourage. It did encourage us because like we are still in full house. You can do it again because you're still in full house. You can do it the way you did last year. So that's the thing that we have the we just believe in ourselves that we're going to do it again.
For sure. Like it's a good way to look at it. Like Ryan, I think Alex and Ryan are a little bit different runners in the sense like Alex
Yeah.
is good with like the 10K stuff, Ryan's good with the short stuff, but like you throw him in the mix, it's like, well, we kind of have Alex 2.0 essentially. Like this
Yeah.
is our leader, this is our guy that we're gonna listen to. So bringing him into the mix this year, how's that been, and how has he been able to adjust? With the longer stuff this year.
This year is good because I can see like he's a 3K guy, but somebody is going like if you are doing like a workout for like 10 miles, he's still there. That tell you that he's good for the 10K because sometimes you will have to do like maybe like 10-mile tempo like sometimes we are doing like speed walks that add up to like 7 miles and then he's still there. That tell you that this guy is very good even if he's just a 3K guy, he can still hold on for the 10K. Yeah, so we still believe in him. We just know like he's going to perform. Even if he's not going to perform like Alex Mayer, he'll still give us points.
We felt the season as a whole has gone, kind of leading up to this weekend.
What? Sorry?
How do you feel the season has gone for you guys leading up to this weekend?
Uh so far we can say like everyone is good, everyone is strong. We're excited to run for it because no one is completing of any injury. We thank God, but that we still the God is protecting us from injuries. The full house, the full team that we are good, we're strong. I'm just waiting for it because we're very excited to run for it. We're good. For the season, we can say like it's going good. It's going pretty good.
You go back to the first race of the season, I think you broke the course record at the Cowboy Jamboree in your first race of the year. Did you get a pretty good sense of like, yeah, I think this could be a pretty good season for me?
Yeah, that's the thing that okay. There's a time that we used to like to do like workout, and then I decided to like to ask the teammates what's the course record of this our course, and then they told me it was like the way you always run. Sometimes that some people always say like it's how more difficult to run like 22 something or 23 23 early. And then I told them if the person that the course record was from this school, I can do it because I have the course. I can training for it. I can train for the on the course like 24/7. Yeah, the course is ours. So there's nothing that is going to prevent me to break the record. So I said, and then I was training hard for the hardest part because I know like 8K, I won't go like to the hard part. I will be like maybe like I will just go for the like two hills. So I was training for the hard part for the train for the for my training. Like when I'm going like for my long run, sometimes my tempo I can do it for the hard part. So that when the course when I come to run to the race, I won't go there. I'll be covering like most of the part will be flat, and then to come to the like only like two hills. So yes, when I was running and then I feel my body is very good, and then I said I just going to have my perfect plan. When I'm going to make a move, it's a move that is a very like 100% sure I won't miss. That's how if you can watch the race, I just decided when I was running, and then I decided when I reach the 5K, how my body will be feeling. That's how I'm going to make my move. And then when I made my move, nobody was responding, and then I say, okay, I got this. Let me just go. And then after like I reached like for the hills, I was feeling like, okay, this is like impossible mission. But when I'm looking at my watch, I'm in the record. So I decided like, let me push to the finish line. And then when I finished, I didn't remember like to look my watch like if I broke the record. It's like everyone is coming, oh, you have the record, you have the record, you have the record, you have the record. So I was confused how because the way I was pushing and the finishing line, I was just feeling like, okay, uh, I've already removed like a record in my mind. I'm just going to win it because I'm just running with my watch now. I was not even thinking, oh, what the record is. When I just finished doing it, like everyone is telling, you have won the record. Then I was surprised, and then it was happy. It was happy moment for me.
Yeah, I'm curious. I know you haven't ran a 10, you probably haven't raced a 10K on that course, but I mean,
Yeah.
just based on racing at the Griner Championship course, what do you think would be, is it easier the 8K or the 10K? I know the course as a whole is not easy, but I gotta imagine you probably have a favorite.
Yeah, okay. For me, my favorite in that course, I can just tell is 8K because 10K is very hard because the 10K is when we are going to part like to get the like hardest part in the middle of the race. For me, my favorite is 8K because you know the 8K you always after the hill after you finish the one loop, you always get like a flat where you can just get your momentum and then your high speed, and then you just come to finish with the last lap, the last hill, just like 800 meters. So for me, my favorite is just 8K because 8K can give you time to recover, but 10K just heal. And then when you just feel trying like you're going to finish, just when you're just trying, you're feeling like you're going to blow up.
Trust me, man, I ran the 10K on that course, and granted, I did not race it, but I ran it, and I'm like, good God, my quads are just burning right now from running on this. So, looking ahead to this weekend, I think a lot of people, they got a pretty good sense of like what this crew has to offer this Saturday, and I think a lot of people saw, like, at the Big 12 championships, like, even though you guys didn't come out on top, like, BYU is a very, very good team this year. Like, what did you learn about them at the Big 12 championships? And, you got the individual win, but, like, BYU had themselves a really good day that day.
Oh, that guy, I don't know what the plan that those guys had. It was just a perfect plan because the way even the way I was running, and then I was just trying to look behind. I can just see like it's just BYU just following us. Okay, my guys are not here, are not there. And then because we had a plan, like they were just coming like from behind, and then till like 6K, and then that's when you're going to push together like a team. But when you reach like it's just 5.5, 6K, and then we're only two, and then the other guys just be big, and then I say, okay, even if we decided just to come like a team, it's the time that I'm going to defend my title because I was just waiting for my team, and the the plan A did not work because I don't know what because some people they didn't have like the good day. They had like a bad day that morning. And then I said, okay, the plan A is not it's not working. The plan B is what to defend my title. That's why I said let me go crazy now, and I pushed to the finish.
Feel okay about the performance? I know, I mean, it wasn't like, I know you guys obviously wanted to win another Big 12 championship, but did you guys feel like, okay, now we know what these guys are made of, and we'll try to match that here in a couple weeks from now?
Yeah, we come after the race. Just when that's the team that we realize okay we are good. Yeah, sometimes you can be like good like the whole season, but when we have like something like that, just when we're just going to learn, okay, we are good, but we still have a certain mistake where we're going to improve. So it was a good race for because it was a very good lesson for us because it would be we would learn something if you are maybe you are just winning like every time, but when we lost that time, that's just when we come to realize that okay, we have a slight mistake. We're going to start to improve before we reach the national. Just we improve here and here so that we can go to the national when we are very good. So for that team, it was good. It was fun for me at least to get a lesson a little bit to know we have to pull our socks a little bit because in that's the thing that okay for me I can say it removes some of our guys because sometimes we had the confidence we're going to win that thing, and then when you have like overconfidence you just become like you have already got to the uh, we're just becoming like we are not taking it serious now because we are overconfident. But when we lost that, it's just when okay, we can lose even if we are very strong, we can lose. But okay, guys, we need to do this very very accurate now.
Again, like you give credit to BYU, and they ran a great
Yeah,
race that day, and
yeah,
maybe it gives them a little confidence, going into it, and maybe they're like, we definitely should not overlook Oklahoma State, especially after the statement that Dennis made at Midwest saying you guys ran 60% at the Midwest Championships. I mean, was that a
yeah.
fairly accurate statement by Dennis?
Okay, for our plan, we knew like the region it was not very hard, so there's no need of running very hard, like using a lot of energy because it was just only like 8 days to the national. So the thing is, the team that we were competing with, that IO, and then like even if we were position two, we are already qualified to the national. So the thing is to play smart, and then that's when I just told Dennis, okay, you won the regional last year. It's your time to defend your title now because I've already defended my title. It's your time to defend your title now. So that's how Dennis does. The race was like for me we can say like race was for the Dennis to defend his title as we're going like because I was just there behind just kind of trying to come with my guys so that we can know where do you always make mistake during the race. Sometimes we are supposed to like to be there with our friends and then you can know. For me I know how I always run, so but when we are running together I can know okay you always make mistake here. We're not going to race, don't do this. Because we are just chatting in the race. And then I just tell him, when you're going to the hill, try to attack like this way. When we reach like this, a certain distance, try like to run with this pace so that we can be the same line together. So that when I'm in front there, I know my guys behind there, they know what they're doing because I was them with them like in regional. I was just telling them we're supposed to do this and this and this. So for me, I can say like it was Danish day to defend his title, and then it was our work like to prepare ourselves for the nationals.
My favorite quote was from your coach. You were the one guy that did what you were supposed to do. I don't know. That just gets me every time. It's like, oh, was Brian was the only one that was supposed to do what he was supposed to do, and everybody else just kind of was like a free for all. Um, but I mean, I don't know. I just find that funny. Yeah. So I don't know if you have a response to that or not.
Yeah, he was just telling me because he just told me, okay, we are just going to start. Don't start in front. Try to start like 20s. Just go trying to like to take them down slowly by slowly. I started like 20 something and then I finished at six. That's the thing that he was just telling me. Try to do that. Only that because if you do that, you would lose a lot of energy. And I don't want you to use any energy to this race. You're supposed to run it so that we can qualify, but don't waste your energy in the regionals because you have like big game in a week to go.
Well, the big dance this Saturday, a big opportunity for you guys to, prove that you're not the number two team in the country. You are, without a doubt, the number one team in the country. What's it going to take? I mean, again, we talk about BYU. We haven't even mentioned Arkansas and the phenomenal
Yeah.
season they've been having. Iowa State's a team that you guys are also familiar with, and then New Mexico with Tim Samuel. Like this is not going to be a gimme for you guys on Saturday. So what's it going to take?
Oh, first of all, I just want to like to congratulate everyone who qualified for the national, and I wish them all the best the national because without them, I can't prove myself or what I'm capable of doing. Without them, we can't prove them like Oklahoma what we can do. So sometimes I always appreciate them to make it to the national like the strongest they've ever the Arkansas they are running. I know everyone is very excited to see the move that they will be making, and then for us we are just happy to see them in the national because they will help us like to prove ourselves of what we are capable to doing it. About the race, it will be very fun for me. That's why I'm just saying it will be very fun because I'll be excited to see like people running crazy there. So I'm just excited to be in the team just to see them on how people are going to do, on how people I know a lot we're going to happen that day. So I'm just ready.
Well, I think Saturday, one, it's going to be cold, so that is going to play a little bit of factor. But I mean, it's going to be a dogfight. There's going to be a lot on the line. There's going to be a lot of emotions, and I'm sure you guys are ready for it. I'm sure the other teams are ready for it. Again, you were in this position last year and completely dominated the field. So we'll see what kind of unfolds on Saturday. And hopefully everything kind of goes your guys' way and you come home with another national championship. So, Brian, really appreciate your time, man. Best of luck to you and the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Again, everybody can tune into the NCAA championships on ESPNU this Saturday from Madison, Wisconsin. So, Brian, best of luck to you and the Pokes and see if you guys can get another national championship.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.